Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from Redolescence and welcome back to another video. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you supporting my channel, my videos and my content and everything that I do. Today, I want to take the opportunity to talk to you about a brand that I recently discovered, and this is a brand it's a few years old now. It's based out of New York. It's located on 5th Avenue and it's called Thompson Ferrier. Now, before I start talking about these products, I just want to mention that this was sent to me for review. So the correspondence that I had with this individual and this gentleman online, I made sure to mention that in my video, I will be giving an honest and thorough review of their products. And of course, he was all in favor of that. And I can see why. I can see why the confidence was so transparent, because these products are superb and second to none. Now, I love fragrances. I have always been into fragrances. Those of you who have been watching my videos for a few years now know how passionate I am about smell in general. And I want to preface this by saying smell is everywhere. It is omnipresent. It is ubiquitous. It is in candles. It is in those little trees that you buy for your car. It is in your plugins. It's in your hairspray, your aftershave, your lotion, your hand soap. It's in everything. And when I first started getting into candles, I have to be honest with you, it all started off when I was in the mall. Like many people, you come across Yankee Candle, you come across Bath and Body Works, you smell a few scents and they transport you and they take you to a certain place. And I remember my first experience smelling a candle that really resonated for me and spoke to me in its olfactory language is when I bought this candle called Fireside. It was from Bath and Body Works, and I remember smelling it, and I was reading a book. It was Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. And now every single time I smell that candle, it reminds me of that book. It reminds me of the protagonist. I think his name was Tengo, and all of his experiences, they're out. And with these fragrances, I am so excited to commemorate more experiences. These are luxury candles. It's a luxury brand. Like I said, they're based out of New York. And the name Thompson Ferrier actually comes from the founder of the company, Raffi. He met this girl at a restaurant called Ferrier. And a few years later, they reconnected and their first date was at the Thompson Hotel. This girl has now become his wife. And he thought, what a nice personal connection to make between my brand and the love of my life. Now, the reason he got into candles, he was actually in real estate, and he realized that a lot of the selling process of selling a real estate space to a client has to do with how the space smells. You think about it, if you're in an industrial space and you have the VOCs from the paint and the lumber and the new sheetrock and the plaster, all of those emit a certain smell. So he said, you know what, I want to make a candle that's going to make these places smell favorable and not like the interior of a Home Depot or something like that. So he actually got to work, and you'll see some of the older creations have been candles that almost resembled like Baccarat or Lalique bottles. And the reason why he put so much attention into these candles, despite the fact that it's a luxury company, so of course you want to provide multiple services in one product, is because, think about it, the majority of the time that a candle is in your home, it's not lit, right? It's dormant like 90% of the time. So the founder, Raffi, said, I want to create a product that is aesthetically pleasing, it's visually pleasing, and something that people would love to have in their space. It's going to liven up their space. It's something that would go great on a coffee table, on a kitchen table, a dining room, whatever the case may be, but something that also smells amazing, and the quality of the raw materials is second to none. So I actually got to try 3 different fragrances. I have one here that's shaped like a pineapple, has a pretty cool lid to it, and this smell is called Amber Oud. This one here is called Wildflower in the Elephant, and this is called Aftershave. And I always say this on my channel. I say there are a lot of fragrances that I own in spray bottles that I love the smell, it's just not something that I would wear. And I always say to myself, man, I wish they made like a candle of this or like an air freshener of this or something like that. With this company, it's the opposite. I wish they would have made these into real fragrances, because this is something that I would love to wear. I actually want to share a story about this one. I had invited my friends Madeline and Elias over to my house last weekend because it was their birthday in the same week. And they're a couple, they're going out, and my wife and I made them cake in celebration of their birthday. And we finished eating the cake, and then we were sitting on the couch. We were watching like a Bill Murray movie or something. And my friend Elias goes, it's so funny because I finished eating the cake and I can still smell it. So I said, newsflash for you, my friend. What you're smelling is actually the candle that I had lit at the time in my room, the amber oud candle. And he goes, Stephen, I'm sorry, but I'm taking that candle home with me because it has such a delectable, sweet, gourmand, confectionery smell. And what I love about these is the practicality of the product. Think about it. So this has like a spicy overtone, something that I would equate to cinnamon. And there could very well be cinnamon in this. Cinnamon inspires creativity. It also stimulates the appetite. So you can put this in a den or a workspace if you're allowed to light candles there. Or you can just simply put this on your kitchen table. Not only is it going to make a really nice centerpiece, but it also stimulates the appetite for your guests. And my wife, actually, this is her personal favorite. It's called Aftershave. And the reason why she likes this one is because it has like this sort of minty geranium smell to it. So every time she smells it, she says that it clears her sinuses out. It kind of has like that Vicks vapor rub effect, but it's a fantastic smell and a really cool design in the presentation as well. And then we have this one, which is called Wildflower. And what I like about this one is that it's floral, but it really just serves to clean up the space because it contains what I would say are primarily white florals. So it adds this ambiance of purity and cleanliness to the space. And listen, I gotta be honest with you, I do the majority of my candle shopping at TJ Maxx because I love buying candles that are cheap, they're inexpensive. I know some of them contain sort of harmful ingredients. All of these are handmade, by the way, but one point of contention, one qualm that I have, as it were, or one thing that, you know, it's kind of like a pet peeve of mine is they might smell good, but the presentation is so tacky. You have a really cheap label adhered to the front that has a cliche picture of a sunset or an ocean wave crashing on the shore or something like that. It's, you know, sometimes I turn it around and I hide it so that my guests and visitors of my home don't see that tacky label or the name or whatever it's supposed to smell like. These, on the other hand, they provide a really nice ambiance to this space. I love this company. This is completely honest. I do want you to take my word for it. I'm not saying this because I received these for review. I'm saying this because I love this company. I love their philosophy, their mission, how they got started, what they stand for, and just everything about this company as a whole. Not to mention that you're paying for a really high quality product. So this candle here is gonna last over 200 hours. So you gotta think to yourself, if you keep this lit for like 2 hours a day, it's gonna burn for 100 days. And when you're done with it, you can turn it into a coin jar, you can turn it into a flower pot, anything. You hang on to this, right? Aesthetically, it's pleasing. This one also lasts about 200 hours. This is gonna last anywhere between 65 to 85 hours. So even then, just light it sparingly. You don't need to light it all the time. And what I also like about this brand is the variety and the diversity in terms of how much their products cost. The cheapest one is actually $12. If you decide to buy a 4-pack, they will cut you a deal on it. And something like this is in the vicinity of like $68. So what happens is I'm going to leave a link to the website down below just in case you're curious in checking out this company, which I absolutely love. And like I said, I think it's a wonderful product and the smells are second to none and they're great. My personal favorite is the Amber Oud, and you can get this in any design, right? It doesn't have to be in the pineapple. They do have other designs for it. When you go on their website, you're gonna see they have a 10% off complimentary code. Don't use that code. The company has actually provided me with my own coupon code that's gonna get you twice that amount off your purchase. It's gonna get you 20% off, and the coupon code is Steven. That's it. So you plug in that code. It's a wonderful company. Listen, I love this product. I love this company. I love what they stand for. And I hope the subscribers of mine that do give this a chance, I hope you also enjoy what I would say are probably the best candles that I have ever smelled. And I do want my subscribers to keep in mind, scent is personal. it's subjective, it's an artistic representation, so everybody is going to resonate with it differently, but I want you to give this product a try. I really want you to. I did not get paid for saying anything good about this company. I am not making commission on however many bottles this company sells because of this video. It's just they send me these fragrances and they said, Steven, we want you to make an honest video on them. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And funny enough, I'm not the first YouTube fragrance reviewer who has spoken about this brand. 4 years ago, fellow YouTube reviewer, hasn't posted anything in about a year, but his name is Kirill. He actually mentioned this product. He heard about it from another fragrance reviewer, so it's funny how the world works. But guys, thank you so much for watching. That has been my take on what I would consider to be the best candles that I have ever owned and I have ever smelled. Handmade, superb quality. And if you are indeed curious and these products, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I love the interaction. Not only that, if you would like to see a giveaway of products from this company, let me know by leaving a comment down below and I may do a follow-up video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for future videos, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, and a lot of other fragrance-related content. Remember, I smell well, so you can smell good, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.